Guys, welcome to Mzansi Tips. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button for more updates and more trending news. Talks about the racism and classism in the LGBTIQt. He says he always wanted to address this and it's everywhere. Especially there are gays that you think they are much better than other gays. Please guys, may you watch the video that follows as Somizi explains what has to be done on the LGBTQt community. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, and please may you comment below as you watch the video.
Good morning everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. I've just realized that automatically I enjoy doing my videos here. You know why? There's amazing light. There's amazing light in this bathroom. It's my favorite. So from now on, this is going to be my studio. Let me show you what I mean. Show you. Look, this is the light. This is the light. See? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This is where I put my phone. It's amazing. It's amazing. Right. 2 topics today. What are we talking about? We're talking about, since it's Pride Month, we're talking, and this is directed to my queer family, LGBTIQ plus community. We are going to be talking about 2 things: racism in the queer community and classism in the queer community, but specifically classism in the black. I will talk only about my experiences about classism within the black queer community, and then we're going to talk about racism. Let's start with racism. We've got 7 minutes to go. Now, I've always had an issue with this pride, Joburg Pride, for instance, Cape Town Pride. I've always had an issue because I find it not to be inclusive at all. At all. From the outside, it looks inclusive because when we march, there's blacks, there's colors, there's Indians, there's whites. Freedom, da 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 da, we're happy, we're jolly. But deep down, there isn't inclusivity. You look at the committees that run the Pride, you look at the locations that host the Pride, they are where it's going to be suitable for white queer people to be comfortable in those spaces. I've never, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never heard of a Pride march that is for everybody, a South African Pride march or a Johannesburg Pride march or a Cape Town Pride march that is done in the hood. Why? Because it's not safe? Why? Because they're not going to feel comfortable? Why? And what is it that we are celebrating if we are not going to be marching in places where the majority of homosexuals are affected in or at? What's the point? What's the point of having a march in Long Street in Cape Town? What's the point of having a march in Sandton or Zoo Lake, where there's a boy in Sebokeng, there's a boy in Guamashi, there's a boy in Nguti, there's a boy in Ethiopia, or there's a girl in Mafikeng, there's a girl in Northern Cape, Kimberley, who is living in fear or who is in danger because of who they are, who their family cannot be supportive because they don't understand what they think he's the only one or he has demons or whatever. Why do we only have those? I'm just focusing on matches because that's the one part that would make sense. Why? Why don't we have inclusive seminars, inclusive conversations everywhere? Whenever there's a summit, it's at the Sandton Convention Center or at the Durban ICC, Why can't we have it at Umlazi Hall where everybody can come? Everybody can come. But also, why don't we have a broad spectrum of representation in the boards, in the decision making? I'm not even going to go to things like clubs, predominantly gay clubs, where when you walk in as a black person, you're going to feel it. That, what is he doing here? Unless you walk in with three white friends, and you're not like any other blacks. But that happens everywhere. But I am specifically talking about the queer community, which is sad. So you get my gist. That needs to be fixed. That needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. We need to have a full representation in the decision making of anything that is queer. It's not only white people that are affected. It's not only white people that can, white queers that can think of great ideas to get us to where we all want to get to. Now, because I'm running out of time, just have your input in the comments, and let's it's a debate. We're not fighting. It's a debate. Now let's talk about the classism in the black queer community. Go! Angazi ngayibeka ngesizulu, singibeke ngesizulu bazotranslate. Kunama gay. I'm not sure about the lesbians or the trans, but I'm talking about gay men. There are gay men that think they shit ice cream, that think gays from the hood are low class, cheap, gays that don't wear couture are uneducated, dumb cops, low class, broke, whatever, and they are mightier than thou because they happen to be the handbags of the fag hags that are rich and famous, because they get to sit in the front rows of the fashion shows. Those issues of discrimination and homophobia don't affect them because the people that they mingle around, they are liberal and open-minded and da-da-da-da-da-da. Honey, I shall not be seen sitting on a crate in a tavern in Orlando East. Ooh, classless. There's so much classism. When they walk into the club, they have their own corner and they look down upon those homosexuals, that get attacked in the hoods, stabbed in the hoods, beaten to a pulp in the hoods. They deserve it because they go to these cheap taverns. There's so much classism. There's so much more that I even forget about just because I'm on this video that I realize and I've witnessed. I happen to be on both ends. I grew up in Orlando East, and I've got my friends that I grew up with, and I've noticed how when I'm with certain friends in the hierarchy, they would throw remarks unaware that I am also part of that low end. But because I don't talk about my friends that are low end, they don't know that I am also a part of it, and I love being there. Because there, it's real. If we broke, we broke. If we're rich, we're rich. If we've got money, we've got money. If we're hungry, we're hungry. Unlike there, where we have to fake everything. Renting a $10,000 penthouse when you have no medical aid type of thing. But we're not there. There is so much classism in the black, queer, gay community. It needs to be addressed and it needs to stop. Share your stories, share your experiences of both racism and classism. And everybody, come now. Straight people, if you've got a story to share, please share. But today, it's for my queer family. Based on experiences, based on knowledge, based on things that they know of. But if you are straight but have something to share that can help, please bring it in. Okay, I love you. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Friday. I'm going to eat now my cornflakes. And what do I need now? Oh, my Vaseline. Ladies and gentlemen, Vaseline is a wenza okulume. I love you. Happy Pride Month.